Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Back with I Was A Teenage Exocolonist. Really enjoyed this last time we played, so let's jump straight in and get on with it. We are hecka stressed. What level are we at? 95. We've hit a bubble on creativity, so that's good. So we've got cards in the depot, so we'll go and have a look at that. But we'll speak to everyone first. Hello! That just sniffs the air. It stinks out here, not just one stink either. Every day is a new stink. Today it smells like at that time the waste reclamation unit broke down. It smells like poop. Fair enough. That's possibly a good thing though, because one thing we're probably going to want is fertilizer. You haven't noticed the smell? She's very sensitive. Maybe she just likes the stale air inside the ship better. It's possible. I mean, outside is stinky. Thanks, Tang. I do need a break, you're right. Let's speak to Amma Nema Nema. Does the air here make you feel hungry all the time, or is it just me? She does look like a hungry hippo. I feel like I could eat a whole one of them mushroom trees. Just oomph. Good word. She's miming a whole mushroom in her gob. I'm going to try and paraphrase a little bit. As yesterday there was a lot of spiking. It's little dude, Diaz. He just wants me to leave him alone. Kind of sad. I want to be his friend, but he won't let me friend. Hey girl. She said that last time. Hey boy, the sun's there so warm. Well, the blue one is just kinda warm. But you know what? It's like a heater in the sky. The ground lights on Strata were bright, but never hot like this. It's so nice. I'm glad he's enjoying being outside. Apologies. I had a very big lunch. Didn't realise how big until now. He spot Dad, catching a break, so the geoponics doomed. Takes a huge look from his canteen, upends the rest over his face. Whoo! He exclaims. Wish I could take my... I'm going to reread that. Wish I could take my eyes out of my head, wash them off and pop them back in. That is gross. That is too gross. This pollen is just so itchy. I mean, fair enough. I'm lucky that I don't really suffer from the pollens. And I'm very glad of this, because some people I know really suffer. Yeah, you just want me to break rocks, or dig dirt, or whatever it is that you want me to. Hey girl. You just need to be less boring. Only boring people get bored. Ooh, there's an egg. Let's get the egg. A hefty red Xeno egg. Do I have an inventory? Not really. You keep adding G-Dex to your age, you can forget cards by relaxing. Okay. Collectibles. I got an egg. +1 to a card. Change suit to strength. Physical. One use. I imagine the cake is probably one use. Like, if one eats a cake, the cake is eaten. Like, that's kind of it. Now, I thought this was where the thingy was. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Okay, let's try down here. I just want to look at the cards. No. It must be up there. Oh well. Well, we need to relax no matter what happens. So, we should go do that thing. Ship's quarters where everyone sleeps, eats, and hangs out. Private bedrooms are small. We share one with parents. So colonists spend most of the time in the big common area, lounge, cafeteria, a creche where all the little kids and babies are raised communally. I don't know if there's any babies or kids that are like kiddie kids. As far as I know, like we're all kind of the same age. Let me just mute my mic while I clean up. There we go. Let's relax in the lounge. It's a well-lit hall at the outer hull of the ship's midsection, with tables, cushions, communal area. Flop down on a big beanbag pile. That does sound good. With some of the other kids. Cal has a dazed, peaceful look on his face. The air smells so good on Vertumna. Vertumna. So does the dirt even. Well, I'm glad he's loving life. He's filthy, but he couldn't care less. And a mo, run bounces in. Holy crap! There's so much space to run around and play in. Common Chief wrecked. Set up an outdoor sports ball court. It's way huger than the old one on the ship. We know this. We've sports. Did we sports balled? I don't think we've sports balled. We should sports ball. Tangent carefully selects one cushion from the pile and perches on it. The school is expanding to some of the empty engineering bays. Oh, that's good. We're getting big new labs to do experiments using local resources. There's so much to learn about this planet. Well, yes, there is. And the enemy rolls her eyes. Look at that. Just, ooh. We shouldn't forget our studies just because we've landed. I miss space. Hey, she likes me more. But +5 rebellion. Okay, we've gone back to 50. We had 45. So we're a little bit more. +2 with Tammy. It's scary on Vatumna. It was much nicer on the ship. Nicer and safer. And then the knots are hot all the time. And all the bugs. I'm going to say close to the crash for now. Fair enough. You've had less of the deja vu dreams come to life feeling this week, and you're starting to think you even imagined it. But oh no, we have a prickling sensation. Our spidey sense is tingling. We remember that Mars is about to enter. Short for marzipan, I have found out. About to enter the lounge and tell everyone to look outside. You stare at the door, okay? OMG! Everybody look outside. They are hoisting a flag over command. You know what that means, right? She stands tall with her hands on her hips. Vertumna is officially humanity's first exocolony ever. That's cool. You look at the flag feeling dizzy and silently mouth the words to what she's going to say next. You remember this moment as well. This is history, kids, she exclaims. And she's given a hug to people. And we were there. Yes, indeed. Look at the flags. We took the month off. Yay! +1 friendship with Tammy. Do we want to forget something? We have got a lot of these that give us a nice bonus, but it's also worth nothing. So let's get rid of it. We'll keep that one, at least for now. We wake from an afternoon nap. The dream you're in is one you've had many times. The air is strangely pink and fluffy, kind of sticky, and you have to push your way through it. It feels like every step takes an eternity. You push through the pink cloud and emerge into the children's creche, a room you know well, to see your friend Tammy standing before an enormous bear made of pure light. It lunges at her, through her, and she collapses to the ground like a fainting fairy tale princess. Well, that's not good. You wake with your heart racing. Tammy is leaning over you where you've been sleeping in a nest of pillows. She shakes your shoulder gently. Oh, I'm sorry, Franklin Esquire III, she says as if speaking to a small child. I think you're having a nightmare. Are you okay? Are you? Nothing bad happened in the dream, but you feel sick with dread. I mean, nothing bad happened in the dream. She got eaten by a bear of light, or energy, or whatever it was. Since you're awake, you should visit the cafeteria. Aunt Seaton's making a new kind of candy, she says. It's made of cotton. Isn't that weird? I have to go tidy the creche first, and I'll meet you there. Save some for me, okay? I don't think you should go to the creche. She skips off towards the creche, humming to herself. You feel groggy. You need a minute to clear your head. That dream. No, no. We're gonna go and hopefully not have her eaten by a bear. You sprint down the hall to the children's creche where the young kids play and learn during the day. It's empty. All the younger kids are probably off eating candy with Auntie Seedant. You spot Tammy You spot Tammy tidying up some drawing supplies near the craft bins. Above a hollow projector displays an enormous floating teddy bear made of purple light. There it is. It bobs silently in the air. Mr. Bearsworth. Decade of happy memories playing with the flash in your mind in an instant. She stands on her toes and reaches for the switch to turn it off. Bear. Electric. I don't think you should do that, my dear. You slam into her, knocking her off her feet and onto the ground. At the same time, the hollow projector sparks and explodes. The bear disappears and the whole room goes dark. Achievement unlocked. The princess and the bear. In the dim emergency lighting, you see Tammy's eyes wide with surprise and fear. She sits up and rubs her elbow, staring at you. Sorry, are you hurt? I don't want her to know that I probably just saved her life because I can see the future. It's okay, she sniffles, looking like she might start crying. Why did you do that? Owie. Well, I've just saved your life. My life? She looks more frightened. How? You try to explain that the horror projector was going to shock her, but she doesn't seem to understand. What? How? But it's Mr. Bearsworth, she says. It's just a toy. She doesn't believe you, but that's okay. You're just happy that you followed your dream and got here in time. You decide not to mention the dream, since she seems weirded out already. After a minute, the light comes back on. The projector is dead. A thin trickle of stinky smoke coming from the base. Don't worry, Tammy says, brightening as she gets to her feet. Professor Hal can fix it. He can fix anything. By the time you find the professor and finish cleaning up, you've forgotten all about the pink candy in the cafeteria. Well, I'm glad I saved her, because I do know that she's one of the people that can die. So I'm very glad that she's not dead, because she's my friend. I didn't know when she died. Apparently it was then. Mid-pollen. Whew. Franklin Esquire the Third, Samuel says, we need to discuss my brother. Who? Diz. Yes, Diz, she says impatiently. I need to figure out where he's been disappearing. Ever since we landed, I barely see him anymore. He doesn't even come home at night sometimes. And I'm not very good terms with my brother of late. People are becoming worried. You get the feeling she's worried too, but doesn't want to admit it. Okay, I'll talk to him. He probably won't tell you. Newton's apple, she swears. He won't even talk to me anymore. She sighs. You may have to follow him. I would, but everyone in the lab would know I was gone. No one cares where he goes during the day. We'll speak to him in a minute. Hey girl. Running around the sports ball, touching her hand to the ground. 18! She counts 19! When she reaches 20, she climbs to the grass and checks her hollow palm. She's training. Big bro, come, says I have to get my legs acclimatized to the planet. If I'm going to be team captain like him. I've got something for you, have I? No, I haven't. I'm keeping my cake to myself, thank you. Cake's probably not what she wants. Hey girl! Tammy's sitting down in the grass with a baby on her lap. They're playing nicely with some flowers or a strand of beads in Tammy's hair or something. Tammy keeps gently removing her hair from the baby's mouth. Oh, Franklin Esquire the Third, she giggles, you Jonah. Aren't babies the best? Punamis, that's all I need to say there. There are so many new babies in the creche, you'd think we were starting a colony or something. She laughs. But the parents are too busy doing other work, and someone needs to take care of the little one. She looks down lovingly at the baby, who's now sucking on part of her skirt, getting it good and damp with baby drool. You can help too. It would be fun. We can now babysit. I might do that because, I like Tammy and she's not dead. The baby chooses the moment to spit up a big puddle of pale yellow liquid onto Tammy's dress. Oopsie! Tammy coos and picks the baby up and then holds it out towards you. Could you take them for a minute while I find a towel? The baby hiccups and rolls their eyes. They look a little queasy. Of course. +1 in Tammy's confidence. You hold the baby against your shoulder and pat the back the way you've seen parents do sometimes. There's a satisfyingly loud belch and you feel a trick of liquid around your back. Nice. But you don't care because there's nothing better than that fresh baby smell. You decide you might take Tammy up on the babysitting job. Yummy. The suns, they're so warm. We've already heard that. I'm not giving you anything, mate. Dad's got something to say. Hello, Father. He's adjusted the watering pot. Having a sneezing fit. He looks sick. People are hardly ever ill. Except sometimes when the zero G rooms made them queasy. Not to worry, my little beanstalk. I'll be fine. It's just this pollen making my head a little stuffy. Wipes his nose with a handkerchief and looks around. Everywhere you turn, the air is soupy and tinged with pink from all the floating pollen. On Earth, your dad tells you, we used to call this hay fever. Even though it has nothing to do with hay, your mum cuts in, carrying a large bouquet of flowers. The native flowers seem to be in full bloom this time of year. Okay, good to know. So this pollen season, they smell fantastic. Your dad agrees that they are beautiful and blows his nose. I think I will sniff the flowers. They do smell good and they look harmless. Your dad's eyes look so sad. Oh. I know the last few weeks have been hard for you, but this might be a good time to relax and stick around in the quarters wing. I did last month, Father. Hey, Mars. Hoy, Franklin Esquire the Third. She looks us up and down with a sneer. Your shoes are gross. That's what you get for walking around the dirt out there. Not me. I'm sticking to the ship until they pave over all that icky mud. Maybe she's just scared of, more than getting a bit dirty. I am not giving you cake. Are you open yet? No. In fact, we have 0 kudos. Right, let's go and speak to matey boy. Hello. You tell Dees that his sister Tangent wants to know where he's been off to. His eyes briefly flit to yours, then he stares vaguely towards the engineering wing where his sister is reading on the pad between classes. He doesn't say anything. I have half a heart. She is worried about you. She doesn't care about me, you say suddenly. Tangent's just worried she'll get into trouble if I don't come home one day. He scowls and picks the hem of his square sweater. She doesn't care about anything but her schoolwork. I don't want to say, you better tell me or else. That just seems a bit mean. I'm just going to leave him alone. Well, let's say he's definitely sneaking off. That's not going to help us. Right, we need to do something then. I'm tempted to play sports ball. What does that give us? 2 bravery, 1 toughness, 1 friendship with them. We should probably get some kind of this stuff going on. So let's do it. Let's play sports ball. My brother Common organising the youth team, she tells you. So we'll start with the practice game. Me and her are team captains. Let's pick the team. Enemy used to practice with Cal and Mars on the ship, but Tammy, you're surprised to see her here. Com will fill in to even up the teams, but promises to go easy on the other side. Let's go with Cal, because if she used to use Cal and Mars, then let's split them up a bit. Mind if I play goalie? Sports ball is fun, but I don't really like to score against the other team. Okay, that's cool. She chooses Kombucha, of course. Then bump fists, your next choice. I don't really like Mars. I do like Tammy. Tammy! An extra 2 friendship with Tammy. Cal said I should join, but I'm not very good at sports. Where should I stand? You're not sure. You decided to tackle back and tell her to stick like glue to the opposing team's spiker. I don't know what that means. Maybe she'll get in their way instead of yours. You face off 3 on 3. Let's do this challenge. Ooh, story challenges have 3 rounds instead of 1. You keep the cards you didn't play. Unlock an extra slot to play them in. Losing isn't always a bad thing in story challenges. Goal of 27. That's a big old number. But when we were starting with a 4, I kind of want to save them 3. But, oh, can we use these as a card? Apparently not. So we need to use 3 cards. We might as well use these 3 then. Get us a bonus. So we've got some first words. We're going to stress cry, but then we saved Tammy. So that gives us 11 on the first round. That's quite nice. Ooh, we got another 3. +1 skill at the end of a social yellow challenge, only if you win. Okay. +1 for each unplayed card. We've got to play 4. I'm just wondering. +1 card. Now, can we do a straight backwards? Because if so, it would be nice if we could do 2, then +1, and then like that. No, it has to be the other way. That is disappointing. Let's take this one down. Let's see what we get. So that gives us 10. So we only need 6 in the last round. Let's do that. Well, let's get a flush going. So we put that one there and that one there. That gives us a 1 there. Put that there. Sharing is caring. Put that there. That gives us as much as we need. Sticking crawling as well, just for fun. There we go. We win. We won. Tammy tackles an enemy in a brilliant takedown that surprises everyone. She really took her roles as the immovable object. Go, Tammy! Cal makes an amazing jump save, but is winded when the ball hits him in the chest. Poor dude. The score is tied with enemy and Com put the pressure on. Then blam, you score the match point with a rad spike all the way from the net line. I don't understand any of that, but I won. Set neighbours to this value. So I guess if I got nothings, I can make something more interesting from them. And I get some kudos. Yay! There we go. And a bit more friendship with an enemy. It's now mid-pollen. Oh no, it's late pollen. I'm hoping to get through the whole of this, at least this year. She's still training. Oh, we got a bit of music. I might give him some cake. Oh, he really likes things from outside the place. Maybe I give him the egg. Let's give him the egg. Thank you. He says, clearly unsure what to do, how to react. I'll find something to do with it. That got me +1 friendship. I'll take that. Can I now give you cake? Oh, you found me. He's adjusting better than you'd expect to on life at the surface. He's already found new places to hide and do whatever he does by himself. Have you got outside the colony yet? No. I hear all sorts of terrible things. Regardless, we're not allowed to stray from the gates until we're on an expedition. Not that it stops my brother. Yeah, I'm worried about your brother. I don't want him to get et. Hey, Tammy! Tammy's nose is as big as a hair. She sneezes cutely into a handkerchief. Her big ears twitching. I think I'm going to stay inside today. Maybe you should too. I really want to give her the cake, but I want to get friendly with what's-his-face. This. Yes, sun's warm. Yes, we know that. Father! Oh, if it isn't my favourite gooseberry. I'm glad you're not as messed up as your old man. This pollen is no joke. Better be pollen. If you're ill, Father, I'm going to be very upset with you. Oh, hi, Franklin Esquire III. My dad's made me come out to get some fresh air. It's always full of acid, snow, or pollen, or water. I don't know which is worse. Fair. Can you, are you going to let me? Nope. I think we need to learn something this time. Let's go learning. I want to stick with getting a bit more persuasion. I'm less fussed about the biology and stuff, so let's stick with studying humanities. It's impossible to partner with either Tang or Mars for group work this month. Every time you try try to get one of them to be your partner, they've already stuck to each other like glue. You can't imagine they'd be friends, but the evidence is right before your eyes. Interesting. Let's get to work. Right, our goal is 13, and we have not got a lot of big numbered cards. So, put that there, put that there, put that there, put that there, put that in the middle. Hey, there we go. Why does that equal 10? 5 of a kind. Ah, cool. So we got a super goal after all that. I was worried we weren't going to win it at all. There we go. And we were more friendly with Tang. So we've got 6 creativity. Oh, we're smashing that. I just want to get to the point where persuasion is at this first line. Because I'm assuming that's a good thing. It's now late pollen. No, it's early dust. Wait until it goes onto the thing there, friend. I'm slightly worried by this. Because all the others are broken into like nice little segments, but then this one is not. Let's speak to some people. Hey girl. No, not going outside. Hey girl. sure it's safe out there. How can you just run around like that? You're so brave. I am. You're right. I am pretty awesome. Hey, anemone. Air here make you feel hungry? Not really. I had a very big lunch though, so yeah. Mars. 6 days to depart. The depot won't be open until next year. Okay. Hello. I wonder when it's going to rain again. Heat doesn't bother me none, but after a while the plants are going to get all toasty. I agree with you. Mom's hard at work. She always is. Dad, are you okay? Hey, Sprout. Tossing a canteen at your chest. Do I gotta keep watering you like a plant? 'Cause I will drink, but you just shrivel up like a raisin. Well, he doesn't sound like he's ill anymore, so that's good. Hey, buddy. Hanging around near the south gates. Does this interest you? Cake. Looks at the cake with barely contained disgust. You made this. What a waste. Well, now we know he doesn't like cake. So we gave him the egg and got one friendship, and then we gave him cake and lost it. I'm assuming you're not going to let us do anything. Of course you're not. Right, what do we do this time? I think more learning. Learning Nation. Yep. You're doing creative writing in teams, and you're paired with Mars. You wish it was Tang. She always does so well on these. The theme is Earth's natural environment. Mars takes it at face value and wants to write how beautiful everything was on Earth, with blue skies and green plants everywhere and huge oceans that went forever. It always looks gorgeous in the carefully staged movies you've seen on the Holovids. Let's run with Mars's idea. I like that idea. Earth is fairly pretty. +2 friendship, that's nice. Takes the creative part of creative writing literally, describing Earth's lush forests and verdant plains and deep jewel-like oceans, with reverence bordering on the obscene. She's pretty passionate about it, and you let her do most of the work. Good work. Assists, she gets to present it to the class. This too is a good idea. She's a born presenter. And we get a nice card. +2 if the card on the left is mental. Blue, so some more kudos. Cool. So that was a good one. You aren't sure that it's totally based on facts, but it is well received by both the classmates and your teacher. Handful of kudos. Yeah. So we're after a 13. So we'll have a double Tammy. A Tammy and a Tammy. Yeah, there's not a lot I can do here. I don't think we can win this one. Oh, we won it. Cool. Okay. Slowly starting to understand how all this works. Slowly starting to understand. I'm not very good at card games, so this is partly why I'm sitting there going, oh. And Tang likes us a bit more. We've got a bit more persuasion. How are we doing? Up to 10. Is it? I reckon it's probably what, 15? No, 25. That can't be right. 25, 50, 75? But then say 100. What are we here? 46. It's definitely not 50, because 50 is only going to be about here. I don't know. It's time for Vitumlilia. Edgicott, who I've not seen yet, and the council have called for a festival to celebrate life here on the planet of Autumna. Everyone gathers in the colony square to hear the Governor Edgicott's speech. Holy moly, hello. I like your hair, prodders. In Earth's history, she begins. Clears the throats. In her Earth's history, Vatumna was known as the god of seasons, change, gardens, and fruit. It's no coincidence that our forebearers of the Vatumna project chose to take on such an auspicious name in the hopes of seeding future bountiful seasons of humanity. We will continue this tradition of Vatumna in Midsummer Festival to celebrate our Vatumna, this lush planet upon which we find ourselves today. I think we need to clap that. Everyone cheers and applauds. Ironically, I literally yawned. The members of the council are all getting on stage, give speeches, announces each one. Each person, there you go. When it's your mother's Flulu's turn, she announces that tonight you'll be eating some of the very first crops grown on Vatumnian soil. Your eyes go to the feast table. Aboard the stratosphere, it would have been mostly soy-based food from the nanoprinters, spiced with whatever precious fruits and vegetables could be grown in the small growing bays. The earth plants look less robust than usual, but they're supplemented by some Vatumnan plants you come to appreciate. I'm going to sneeze. Juicy potato pods and slabs of edible fungi. Bless me. Oh, my face. She takes the stage after everyone on the council has said their piece. What is a festival without festivities? She asks. Professor Hull and the security chief have organised a three-part competition for the kids. I'm a kids. Good luck, children. Which one do we join? Well, we can't do the bot wrestling. We can't do the science fair. So I guess we can do the talent show. Also, apologize. I have a hangnail. It's really bugging me. I hate hangnails. Especially on my thumb. They're just like in the way. And they sadden me. Well, this is less of a hangnail and remains of where my nail broke. It like split halfway down. Sad times. Right, let's do the talent show. Because I am super creative. It's all singing, all dancing, all talent extravaganza. First up. Diaz plods to the front of the stage as a pop song starts to play. He just stands there, deadpan, staring into space with his arms at his sides, while the singer belts out the first verse. Then, as the chorus comes in, he suddenly springs to life, dancing and lip-syncing to the lyrics frantically, waving his arms and grinning manically. Then collapses back to a standing still once the chorus is over. It's hilarious, but you aren't sure you're supposed to be laughing. Next, Mars performs a choreographed dance routine to an old Earth song by an AI idol, or Al Idol, I assume AI. She has light-emitting balls at the end of her hair, which she swings around everywhere in the dim light while controlling a small floating ball drone, who dances with her. It's total overkill, but it is impressive. What shall we do? Now, we already know we're pretty good at the old hoverboard, but it's less creative, I guess. Comedy is always good. I am a fun guy. I think I'm going to go for magic, though. Magic's fun. Ooh, it's a hard challenge. Goal of 40! Oh dear. I'm thinking we could get a 3 here and a 2 from that, and we'll get Nothing else. But if we use these two, we'll get... Because I could do that, then do that, and that's worth 8 plus 1. Whereas I think the best I could do there is get the 3. So 8 is what we're looking at from that. That's also 8. But then I've got some higher numbered cards. But every round adds in a bit, so we'll get less cards. So I think what I originally said was still the best option. Oh, hang on. +1 to social card to the right. Oh, okay. In that case, I might keep that one. Yeah, let's do that. Even though it's 1 less, I think it's going to help us in the long run. There we go, because now we can go with... That's now a 5. That gets us a thing, +1. Only if we win. We need to win. And then I can always use that one to get us an extra one. It's not going to work, is it? I don't think we're going to win this. I need to get 23 from 1 round. Nah, that ain't happening. Ain't happening. No. We can give up or we can push through. How are we doing for stress? Let's push through, man. Let's make it victorious. A bit of extra creativity. Everyone's amazed by your magic act, especially the one where you pretend to pull scarves out of your mouth. We win! As voted by audience applause. And that gives us a 5. Ooh. Plus an achievement, so that's nice. Mars begrudgingly shakes your hand, leaning in to whisper that you'd better enjoy your victory now, because she's going to destroy you next year. She's such a lovely person. After the festivities are over, oh, we minus 50 stress. Everyone takes time off on a much needed break. During the fierce heat of dust, a few days rest is exactly what you need. Awesome. We're doing mid-dust. So yeah, waited, kind of half waited. Was not particularly great. Tammy wants to talk to us. She almost doesn't notice us. She spent her hollow palm intently taking notes until you get close enough that her ears wiggle and she looks up in surprise. Okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. Well, no, you do. Guess what she's studying? I'm not studying. I'm making a list of my friend's favourite things. Oh. She laughs a little embarrassed. And well, you're my friend. What's your favourite colour? I hate all colours equally. My favourite colour isn't on there, so I guess I will pick blue because my hair's blue. She knows your answer. Then asks your favourite dessert. Spoonfuls of pure sugar. Cake. Space cake is my favourite too. She carefully notes it. One last question. What's your favourite toy? Hoverboards are fun. That's Cal's favourite too. Yes, it is. Now I know what to get you for your birthday. What are your favourite things? I like the colour yellow and my dolls, and my favourite sweet is cake. Yellow. Dolls. Cake. Okay. Try to remember that. Lotang. No. Mana. It's so hot term are supposed to run in these conditions. Don't then. It's my advice. Your dad takes a big breath of air. Ah, this is real living. Sometimes I wake up thinking we're still hurtling through space on the Strato. I'm just so jazzed when I remember we're here on a real planet. I'm glad he's jazzed. Never take this for granted, kiddo. Okay. Oh, you found me. Have I got anything? I literally have nothing to give him. Don't speak to father again. Hey, your class is going now. It's the classroom. Maybe you'll run this place one day. We can only help, Dad. There's so much space. Running 20 minutes, never even run down the same path. And she's fast. It's true. She is fast. Hello, Mama. And literally nothing more or nothing different for you to say to me. Fresh air, yeah. What's that? You're a winner and everyone wants to be your friends. Kudos is doubled for 3 months. That's nice. We'll do one more learninating. How's our persuasion? How's our persuasion? Persuasion, how is it? 10. We're going to study some humanities. Goals 13 again. Should not be a problem. There we go. 1, 0, 1, 3. And then a 1. Oh, no. Put that there, put that there, put that there. Then put that there, then put that in the middle. There we go. Oh, we got a super goal. Okay, so they're all 1s. So what did we get? 6. So we get 6 for 4 of a kind. We got 10 for them all being the same. Okay. Why those numbers? Don't know. I wish I could say which the extra is going into, because I want more persuasion. I mean, granted, my creativity is almost at the point where it's like the next level, which I would quite like. So now we're in light dust. See? Right, tying. Watching a construction crew build scaffolding. Using mushroom. So light, one person can easily lift 10-meter pole and stack into place, so that's good. Human beings are so great, don't you think? Before we land, this was all just a dirty jungle. Now it's civilization. Yeah, but at what cost? We're coming in and being all like, whoa, this place is now ours to, like, stuff. I've been learning about adaptability in writing in biology class. The book says what sets us apart from the animals. Like, we don't need fur because we can make warm clothes. If it's too hot, we can make air conditioners instead. We can also sweat. Maybe the animals have neat adaptations. Have you thought about that? Huh? She rolls her eyes. Maybe, but even if they do, I haven't seen any sign of intelligent life here. It's just those big, dumb xenofauna. Some animals here are smart and friendly. She looks skeptical. They're still animals. Maybe they're just pretending to be nice, so you'll feed them. You're lucky it didn't eat you. Dub's moth look cute, but one can eat through a bag of rice in less than 30 minutes. Even a herbivore can be dangerous here. It doesn't just want to eat you to be able to hurt you. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I'd like to see an alien do that, putting stuff together. Humans look defenseless and weak, but we're the strongest species in the galaxy. Who else can literally bend reality to their will? Not a stupid alien, that's for sure. She puts one finger to her chin. I'm living proof that humanity is greater than our biology. All of us are really with our genetic enhancements. We're the next step in humanity's evolution from great ape to galactic super species. You should play Stellaris. You'd enjoy this there, Tang. Because that's literally kind of what you do. Anyone got anything new to say? No, she's hungry. It's because you run around so much. Don't run around so much. As someone who wears a lot of black, that would not go on. You would melt. Have you tried standing in the mud yet? It's the best, most amazing feeling I've ever felt. Dirt and grass. Phil needs two. Sometimes the rock hurts, but you'll build calluses. You should try it. No thanks. I'm good. Hello, Mars. Yes, fresh air. Right, I'm what about 50 something? 55 stress. I want to get this persuasion to the thing. It's upsetting the children that we're not there. Let's do one more. Hal's been away for a council meeting. A history of capitalism on Earth. You mean why humans used to have nice things and now we just eat smashed triplet and soy cakes? Police. Earth humans might have messed everything up, but at least they had style. Interesting. It's Haven Consonance Odenheim. It's better than the last name. An educational designer for the group. Created specifically to teach us the third generation of the group about the largest contributing factor in Earth's destruction. Capitalism. You and the other students exchange worried looks. You spend the day in an interactive experience that covers the history of capitalism. Blah, 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 blah. Ends a discussion how the late 21st century inequity, environmental concerns, and the planet. So we get a +3, nice blue one for learning about Earth. It sounds horrible. And we get 5 loyalty. We've been very loyal. Our rebellion is not very great. Excuse me. Capitalism is responsible for more violence on Earth than any active war. Okay. Exploiting people. Yeah. How horrible capitalism was. No longer hide it from its racist colonial history. Part 3 of the rest when Carl realised the parallels. But we live in a colony, don't we? Aren't we colonising Vatumna? Isn't that wrong? Of course not, dummy, Mars reasons. Well done, Mars. There aren't any people here to take the land from. Just a bunch of animals. Yeah, let's kill all the new animals. No. The animals count too. It is their place, like it's their environment. Cal nods in agreement. Mars is not impressed. She can just get knotted. I squashed a Dorbs moth the other day. K-bag. Are you going to put me in future jail for money crimes? You should just lock yourself in your room if you're so worried about hurting the environment. Tang watches the exchange silently, but turns her head and doesn't meet your eye when you look at her. Let's get to work. Goal's 13, and we've got all the blues. So let's do a blue. Let's do a blue. Let's do a blue in the middle. We're not going to have any unthingied cards. I was going to say, that's got to be a super goal. So 3 of a kind gives us 3. 4 of a kind gives us, was it 6? 5 of a kind is going to give us 9 then, I guess, rather than 10. I can't remember. It was a while ago. Either way, extra creativity. We are so close to this middle bubble. But we're still not at the bit. And now we're into early wet. What a great name for a season. What is it? It's wet. Nice. She's practicing again. She's not complaining about the heat. Ooh, lots of people to talk to. Hello, Cal. You're looking for Cal in the garden when you nearly trip over someone else, one of the younger kids, and they're blindfolded. Hey, they exclaim, ripping the blindfold off the face and throwing it to the ground. It's Cyrus, one of Anemone's brothers. He glares at you. I was almost done. Cal jogs over and grabs Cyrus in a friendly headlock, ruffling his messy red hair. Dude, you were so close. Cyrus stamps his feet and complains that you got in his way. It's not his fault, Cal says. He didn't know we were playing a game. Give me a sec. I want to watch. I want to teach him how to play. Okay. I was teaching Cyrus a new game, but he's more like an enemy than I thought. Real competitive, you know. He stoops, picks up the well-filled bristle of death. I've been trying to come up with different kinds of games other than sports ball. No winners or losers. I just want to have fun with my friends. Props. Do you want to learn how to play? Let me check my schedule. Yes. Cool. Radical, he shouts, jumping up and down with the slimes. Okay, first put on this blindfold. The blindfold is a little scratchy and smells like dirt. You can feel Cal's hands on your shoulders. I'm going to spin you around, and when I let go, you got to listen to my instructions. Well, not my instructions, my instructions. We're going to walk all the way to the cafeteria, okay? We nod. We can't see his grin, but you can hear it in his voice as he spins you around and counts to 10. A 1, a 2, a 3. First, you got to walk forward 10 steps. Do you follow his instructions, or do you make things difficult for him? I think we do our best. Take 10 steps straight forward, holding your hands out for balance. The rocky dirt between the garden beds crunches under your feet. Yeah! Now turn to your right and take 15 steps until you get to the door. Let's do it. You turn right, walk forward, counting at 15 steps. When you stop, Cal laughs. You can hear his footsteps crunching behind you. I forgot how much bigger I am than you. You're like 2 more steps away. You take 2 more steps until your outstretched hands land on the warm metal of the door. Success! Awesome, Cal says. You can't help but smile. This is fun. Now hit the door button on the right and then keep walking forward until I say stop. Go really slowly, okay? You open the door, start to walk forward. The path slopes downwards and your feet slip a bit. Even though you're moving as slowly as you can, real dirt is nothing like the metal floors of the stratospheric. It's turbo rocky here, Cal says, and you can feel uneasiness prickle up on the back of your arms. Just keep going forwards slowly. I think we trust him. And do we have enough empathy? We have enough empathy. We're going to trust him. You slowly creep down the slope to the centre of the colony, so I imagine not to bump into anything. Cal cheers. Okay. Now turn a little to your right and keep walking straight. We're so close. You carefully pick your way forward, stopping when you hear Mars's unmistakable voice ring across the courtyard. What are you nullheads doing? Playing a game. Is that a real game? It looks like Franklin the Squirrel the Third is just wandering around with a scarf over his eyes. Aren't you a little old for this? I'd like to ignore her, but I can't because I'm not brave enough. Maybe she's right. Embarrassment burns in your belly as you tear off the blindfold, blinking away the tears from the brown bright as you see Mars looking down her nose at you. I thought you were cooler. Let me know when you to play adult games. I don't know what adult games are, but that sounds naughty. You're not sure what she meant by that. Neither am I. You become aware of Cal standing behind you. Sorry. I guess it kind of is a silly game. You ask if he wants to get some Owattato juice from the cafeteria instead. And we spent the afternoon brainstorming ideas for more games with no winners or losers. Silly Mars. I don't like Mars. She's silly and I don't like her. It's pouring rain. And everyone's trying to stay dry under grass-proof balers. Except Dice. Dews. Off the distance over at the wall near the sports ball field, he's definitely skulking. Can't follow him. I'm going to tell someone. We tell the chief security Rex. First time I've seen him. Hello. That you saw Dice up to no good around the garrison. He's too distracted trying to put buckets under various leaks in the roof. Thank you, I'll check it out later. If there's a danger to the colony, one of the lookouts will catch it. Oh, we got +1 persuasion though, that's good. You're not so sure why Dice isn't. He's very good at hiding, but he doesn't want to be found. I'm slightly worried that he's going to do something bad. Spent there playing cards with 2 of the other agriculturists. You don't know the game. But you watch your dad throw down his hand and ground, then peel off his shirt and toss it into the pot. I'm literally losing my shirt over here, he says. His 2 friends laugh uproariously. Your dad wipes his eyes, chuckling, then sees you. You need something? No, you get naked over there, Dad, whatever you wish. Not sure Mum will be very happy with you. Speaking of which, she's got nothing new to say. Right, hello, Mars, you meanie face. I spoke with Tammy already, didn't I? Right. As much as I don't really want to do another thing, I'm so close to creativity, and I want this goddamn persuasion. Tanga's secret admirer. Ooh, she's totes embarrassed about it. She can't resist how nice it feels when someone leaves little presents for her. Not sure what she's going to do with those crystals and planets, but you're sure she'll manage. That's cute. Right, our goal is 12. Well, there's our 12. I don't think we're going to get a super win this time, though. Yeah. As best as we can get. It's still a win. I will take a win. Bit of stress. Oh no. You're having a terrifying familiar dream. A monster crashing through the walls. Unfathomably large. Every part of it wriggling and moving and searching for something. It tramples through the colonies you watch helplessly. Time shifts the wreckage of your home. You're picking through it, looking for something. Tears streak down your dust-covered face as you lift heavy pieces of debris, searching. My face appears to have changed as well. You wake up shouting, "No!" But your voice is drowned out by a deafening rumble from the skies outside. The bedroom window is covered in water. It's pouring down from the clouds. It's rain. It was raining earlier. But you've never experienced it before. It was literally raining, like earlier on. There's a bright flash from outside, and another crack and rumble. Thunder. Must be a thunderstorm. I hate thunderstorms, like in real life. Still the early hours of the morning. You've already almost forgotten your bad dream, but you're too unsettled to go back to sleep yet. Rain beats down on the roof of your quarters, joined now and then by angry peals. Peals? of thunder, like the footsteps of an angry beast. Let's speak to Mum and Dad. Dad's awake too, watching the rain from a large porthole in the kitchenette. Gives you a hug and gaze out. This is good. It means we'll have plenty of water for the crops. Pure, healthy water. Just like on Earth. Everything's going to be okay, my little potato. Less stress, that's good. And extra loyalty. Our stress is quite high. You gotta get that tight and hope he's right. I'm assuming this is mid-wet, yes. Speak to people. I think we need to rest this time, though. We've still not gone outside. Oh, I don't know what it is. I clicked on something. Oh, it's her birthday. We know nothing. We know nothing about her. I know. I need a break soon. I've already said we need to. Yeah, you're hungry. Tammy's got something to say. Hey, Tammy. Sit on a stool in the sun. It's literally raining. With picture book on her fairy tale picture book on her hollow palm, she sighs. Are you okay? I'm okay. It's just that look at all the pictures of these princes and princesses. The princes are always the taller ones, but I'm so big. I'm even taller than Cal. How can he be my prince if I'm bigger than him? Oh. It's true, Tammy is the tallest kid you know, taller than the boys, even Cal, who is a year older. You know she and Cal are close friends, but you never thought of him as her prince before. Ooh, I could flirt with Tammy. Yeah, forget Cal, I like you just the way you are. That's really nice, she smiles. Then she looks suddenly startled. Oh, do you mean like? Like? You tell her that she's beautiful exactly the way she is and you wouldn't change a thing. She blushes, and embarrassed and unable to think of what else to do, she goes back to flipping through the pages on her book, smiling now. Aww. So if we click on it, okay, so we get stuff. So she's 12 and we're 10. We don't know when her birthday is. We know she likes yellow and cake. Those are things we know. Hey, Cal. He's looking into a puddle with his reflection. It's just so amazing, don't you think? I was even talking about the water rather than your reflection. On the Strat, though, we could only have very short showers, and we had to reuse the same water and over and over. But here the water just falls out the sky and then lies around in puddles. Lakes, even. It's a whole thing. A happy watering bot trundles by. We're just as stuck here as we were on the ship. Well, he is a grumpy boy. Hey, Dad. You look a little worn out, my little firefly. Your dad greets you looking concerned. You know, despite what your mum might say, there is such a thing as too much work. Maybe some R&R in the lounge would help you recharge those solar cells. What do you say? I'll sleep when I'm dead. No. Maybe I just need a hug. Your dad throws his arms wide. Well, get in here, tiger butter. Oh, after a long hug, you do feel a little better. Your dad gives incredible hugs, so more loyalty and -5 stress. Very nice. Let's not even speak to Mother, because she'll just be like, I want you to move some stuff, don't I? Let's get some R&R. Although, we'll get 15 stress. Because it takes 100 stress away from you. This month we were supposed to learn about different styles of dance. Mars takes to it fairly easily, but Tang refuses, saying she'd rather be penalised for non-cooperation than make a fool of herself. She sits the whole month out doing an independent study on philosophy of medicine. No matter how much Mars cajoles, bribes, or begs Tang to dance with her, she doesn't budge. I think they like each other, you know. Right, goal is 13. I'm slightly upset that I can't do like the 2 thing, because I can get a 2, but it'll be on the wrong side. Oh no! That's a, yeah, there we go. So we get +3 for a straight of 3, and we get 3 for the flush, plus all those extra points. Oh, but then we'll ruin it with that one. That's going to ruin that. So it'll get us our goal. I'll take 18. Oh, because then we've got 3 there. We've still got, what's that, a straight of 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's say I pretended to do that and I'm really clever, rather than a bit of a guess. Right, we've got a second lot of creativity. 5% chance to gain 1 extra skill. And our persuasion's up to what? 19? It's not what I wanted, but it's better than nothing. It's now light wet. Let's do our speaking to people. Oh, Newbrook. Yep, I've already talked about that one. We've already got that. Go away. It stinks out here. Not just one stink, it's a new stink. You've said that before, my dear. I really do need a break. She likes running. She? I think it's a she. Oh, ice cream man. This one does very good ice cream, must say. Part of me is like, go and get some, but I've had such a big such a big lunch, and it's really expensive, and I've got ice cream. I've got 2 Viennettas, granted one's like a third left. Anyone got anything new to say? Have I spoken to you, Tabby? I don't remember speaking to you. Oh, excuse me. The air is different here. We've never lived somewhere where the air can be too dry or too wet or too hot or too cold. It's almost as if the planet is alive. That's a scary thought. Kind of. I'd like more empathy, but I don't know how I can get more empathy. Hello, Dad. Hey, kiddo. Sometimes I can't believe we're back on solid ground after 20 years in space. It doesn't feel real. I'm starting to melt by the looks of it. Let's finish this year, and then we'll call it a day. Fresh air, yeah. So we need to chillax. Ah, that's how we get empathy. We also get kudos, but we get 10 stress, and we were at 95. Yeah, so we're just going to relax, get rid of the stress. You organise a raid on the kitchen pantry for snacks. They want to be free. You must liberate them. I don't really want to get rid of either of those, because they've both been very useful. The days have been getting shorter, with only the yellow sun barely skimming the horizon. One morning you wake in the darkness, and you have to check your hollow palm to know what time it is. You see a hollow stream from Mars. Good morning to all my pals, if you could even call it morning. They've named it low season, because like everything is crazy glowing out there in the dark. I'm staying the heck inside for the next month. What's the point in even going out if you can't see anything? It's going to be a long, boring month. No way it looks cool out there. Partly because I just don't like you. You peek at, oh dear, this is where the thingy tried to eat my face. You peek out the window. The wormhole is the biggest you've seen it. Like a massive fiery ring in the sky. The plant must be very close to it now. And out in the jungle, something new is taking place. The plants are flowering, glowing, iridescent blooms, and everything is full of life. There are strange new sounds, long hooting calls, and gurgling roars. After Marzy's message is a notice from the council warning everyone to stay inside. Tammy's dad and the other surveyors have been called back, and the gates closed for the month. There's tension in the air, as if everyone is waiting for something. So we are now in glow. Oh my giddy aunt. Hey mama. Franklin Esquire the Third. Your mum stops as you walk by. What are you doing out of your quarters? It isn't safe out here. But I'm going to school. She nods with grudging approval. Fair enough. Stay close to the stratospheric. Got it. We don't know what's out there this time of year. Just out of earshot, you hear a mumble. Stars, it is beautiful though. It is, you're right. Hey, anemone. It's so creeptacular. Good word. It's perfect for hide and seek. I don't think so though, really. Not unless you want to die. Can we play sports ball in this? The idea of playing sports ball in the glow is fairly hilarious. I'm tempted to click on the door. Feels different. Don't know how. Just different. Is Mars about? No. That isn't either. Right, let's click on the doors. Okay. Clear mind, you got no stress and worries. 10% chance to earn +1 when getting skill increases. Well, let's hope we get a +1 persuasion. Actually, let's do some babysitting. Because we get 2 empathy, 1 creativity, some kudos, and some stress. Hello. Who are you? Antecedent. Hello, Franklin Esquire the Third. Oh, sweetheart, I'm so happy you've come back to help. It's the creche, part preschool, part all-day daycare. You practically grew up in here, cared for communally, while your parents worked their shifts. They even live in the creche full time. So, Antecedent is everyone's mum. Because of her name being Antecedent, aka Anne, aka Auntie. Okay. The smell of craft glue and clean blanket gives you a calming sense of memory of all the happy times you spent here with your friends. Tammy's here too. Hey, girl. Gently rocking a drowsy baby against her chest. She looks at ease here in a way you don't usually see. You're going to babysit too? She asks in an excited stage whisper. You'll love it. Oh. What the heck are you? Nougat. Suddenly a bundle of wild hair in pink overalls runs straight into you, nearly knocking you over. Almost more kitten than kid. The child grabs your leg and stares up at you with unblinking green eyes. Watch that one, Antecedent warns. You remember Nugget? She's turned out to be quite the handful. Why don't you start by getting her to go for a nap? Okay, let's get a book and just hit her with it. Um, I think we probably need to tire her out. So let's play a game with her. It's possible! She shouts, and pulls an extra bouncy inflatable ball from the cubby hole. You show Nugget how to balance it on your head and bounce it gently up and down. Of course, when she tries, it bops with such force that it flies across the room. She chases after it, clapping excitedly. Well, that's good. This sounds like it's going the right way already. Uh-oh. She makes a beeline for some older kids who are playing with a creator bot. She charges in to pick up the bot and hug it, causing it to flail and whir and knock both her and itself over. Extra stress for us. By the time you get to the scene of the crime, there are tears. The other kids are upset about their broken bot. The commotions attract the attention of Aunt Sedent, who swoops in with hugs and tissues. Within minutes, she has it under control. Whoops, she says, handling Nugget up onto her hip with ease. Just a little mix-up. Don't worry, everyone. Franklin Squire III will get that bot fixed in a jiffy. She winks at you with a warm smile. I like her purple eyes. Let's get to work. Let's fix the bot. Okay. Well, let's use our talent show champion immediately. And let's add an extra one to it because we can. Then we'll have that there. Is there a better solution here? So that gives us 3. If I put that there and swap them, so that's 15. What was our previous? 14. It's 1 more than it was. And I can't see a better way of doing it. Oh no, I can. Move that to the end. Move that to there. Move that to there. Do that. There we go, 17. So we get the 3. We get a 1, 2, 3. And we get the +1. I'll take it. +1 empathy. And +1 kudos. It's daytime when the emergency siren starts up. Well, what passes for day, it's nearly pitch black except for an eerie green glow on the twilight glow on the horizon. You look towards the gates. They're open. Wait. They shouldn't be open. +50 stress. The alert blares out of every speaker in the colony. It's the same one you used for hull breaches and fires. And in space, it meant you were supposed to go to the nearest emergency shaft and put on a spacesuit. On Vatumna, it means go to the assembly point and wait for instructions. The closest assembly point is the children's creche, but in the opposite direction you hear shouting and loud popping noises. Gunfire. The colony is under attack. I have not enough bravery, so I'm going to go and hide in the creche. You find, that's alright, I find Deus and Tammy in the creche. Tammy gestures for you to come crouch under the table next to them and takes your hand fearfully. The lights are dim. Unchangeable. Are you scared? Tammy asks widely, her eyes wide and tear-filled. I'm going to nod silently. +2 friendship with Tammy. I've got to have like all the friendship with her. Lots and lots of tears going on there. You comfort Tammy, who cries softly while you wait for it to be over. She's worried about her dad, Tony Fair, the head surveyor who was working at the gates when it started. Oh dear. You grew up here. It feels weird to be hiding here, like you're just little kids again. You hear more gunfire and yelling, but within half an hour, they play the all clear tone. Tammy's dad, Tony, is first through the door as the lights come back on. He gives Tammy a huge hug and she bursts into tears again. Oh, bless her. You're relieved when your parents arrive with the ashen-faced Cal. They won't talk about what happened at Geoponics. Well, I'm glad everyone's okay. After 2 weeks of darkness with the blue sun barely skimming the horizon, it begins to move higher in the sky, and daytime returns. The council admits they don't know how the gates were opened or how the creatures got in. Some of the attacking creatures were once thought to be docile. Others were species nobody has seen before. It was like something had driven them to assault the colony. At least no one was killed this time. And that seems like a good opportunity to see. Oh, hang on. Childhood is fleeting. The game will end when you reach age 20, so you should focus on a few skills to improve and friends to spend time with. Blah blah blah. Yes. So that's yes, it's our birthday. So we're super friends with Tammy. We're up to 29. Tangent 13. 12 with Cal. Mars with 8, and Anemone with 5. Considering I don't like Mars pretty much at all, I'm better friends with her than Anemone. Plus 19 kudos, plus 15 stress, and we're at 35 loyalty. Loads of creativity and loads of cards. Age 10, let's start age 11. And we will leave that there. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this. This is a really interesting game. I'm glad no one's died yet. I did expect to lose someone by now. I'll be sad when that happens. But yeah, thank you for joining us. I'm really enjoying this game. There will definitely be more. So I will see you next time. Take care, enjoy. If you're on YouTube, please throw a like and subscribe my way. If you're if you're on Twitch, feel free to follow us. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll catch you next time. Ta-da!